So welcome to Sadital Network. So you are watching Sadital Network. So today we have a special guest from Colombia, right? So are you from Colombia, right? So
Yes, I'm from
today,
Colombia.
so today she gonna teach us Python. I am also new in Python, but I'm also related to IT or a network field in a computer technology. So that's why I want to grow my skills. So she gonna tell you how you can. So if you are a new learner, so she will tell you how you can learn Python. So let's over to you. So you can start telling about yourself.
Hi everyone, I'm Camila, and
Okay.
I really like Python language programming.
Okay.
I'm an engineering student, and I want to show you how to use Python and how
Okay.
it is good to learn it.
Okay. Yeah. So I have a question. So if an engineering student who have done engineering completed his degree but he doesn't know anything about Python, so what you gonna say about him?
Well, Python is a high-level programming language.
Yeah.
It means that it is made so humans can understand it easily,
Yeah.
instead of low-level programming language that they are made so computers can easily understand it. But Python is easy to learn, and that's the philosophy that they have. So I think everyone can learn Python for that reason.
Okay. So
Also,
yeah.
tell me.
Yeah. You can continue.
So I'm gonna tell you why you should learn Python.
Okay.
If you learn the basics, you then can learn a lot of fields in text. So this is because you can use Python in a lot of things. For example, you can use Python to make websites or
Yeah.
make data analyze or AI in artificial intelligence.
AI, artificial intelligence, right?
Yes,
Yeah.
you can make, like you tell me that you can make networking
Yeah.
with Python.
Yeah.
You can
Yeah, I know.
make
Yeah.
games, science, a
I
lot
know
of things.
something. I know a little bit about Python code scripts related to networking. So we can use in the Ubuntu. So have you tried Ubuntu or Linux server? So have you ever worked on Linux server?
Yes, I'm using it in a little project that I'm working on in Linux server, Ubuntu Linux server.
Ubuntu
And
Linux.
actually, I have a Ubuntu based distro. I don't know how to say it. Like I have a Linux system, operating system in my computer. I don't like data analysis or data scientist. You can use it to task automation.
Okay.
So maybe you are not working directly with Python, but you can use it to make things for you.
There are many applications that using the Python for automation, right? You were talking
Yes.
about the automation, right? For example, we have a YouTube automation. So have you ever listened about that?
If I have used Python for automation,
Yeah.
yes, I use it a lot in projects, in web projects a lot.
Okay, that's cool.
So if you want to schedule a task like sending emails or making a backup, you can use Python.
Okay. So backup like in such thing like server backup or any files backup.
Yes. Well, I have used it for database backups.
Okay, database, right? Okay, that's cool. How you gonna start training with new learners? So if anybody know nothing about that, so how you will teach them?
Well, also Python have a really big community.
Yeah.
So there's a lot of information in internet.
Yeah.
So you can find in a very way easy a lot of tutorials and a lot of documentation and guidelines, and even paths to get. I mean, you can learn in a lot of ways. There are videos, there are tests, there are even I recently found a page that debug the code for you, so you can write code, and the page tells you what is doing the code and what is the output. Yes. So there's a lot of information thanks to the community, and it's a lot. I mean, it's free. There is content that you have to pay, but it is really easy to find free information.
Okay. So what kind of community is like that? So it's like a WhatsApp community, something like that. So it's a group, right? You can join where people are doing research.
Well, the community, it's big, but you can find it like local. For example, there can be a community in your city. Like, for example, I'm in Barranquilla, and here is Python Barranquilla. So it's the community from my city. And maybe in your city there's also one.
Yeah.
Then is the country. First in Colombia, Python Colombia. But then there's community that are international. Like I found the Python. Well, in Discord, there is this community that is called Python. It's a server. It's a Discord server. That is called Python, and it's in English, so you can find it. And there's others, like maybe if you know Spanish or you want to learn Spanish, you can join the Python en Español community.
Okay. Yeah. So I prefer English, right? So
I can send you the link.
Okay, sure. You can send me the link. So
something like I can send you later.
Okay. Nobody about that. Okay, nobody. So
okay.
So right now, so you're gonna have a.
I can show you the basics.
Yeah, sure. So you can. So if you wanna tell me how we can start.
Yeah.
Sure.
I can do that. So I'm going to share my screen.
Okay. Yeah. Sure.
I wasn't okay. So are you seeing my screen?
Yeah.
Okay.
I can.
Well, you can use the editor you want. I use Visual Studio Code. I'm gonna open it. I'm scared because in Leaf Coding didn't go wrong.
Okay, no worry about that.
But I would.
Okay. So it's a Visual Studio. So you are using a Visual Studio.
Yes, Visual Studio Code.
Yeah.
Because there's Visual Studio.
Yeah.
But I don't use that. I use Visual Studio Code. Okay. This is a project I'm doing in Django. It's a web framework.
Okay.
But I'm going to show you something basic. It's just Oh, that I can use my keyboard. Oh, bam. So first, this is a 85. So to make this Python, you have to save it with an station.
Okay. Yeah, I got it. You have to install a Docker, right? So have you worked on Docker, right? Hello?
Yes, I have to step out first. That's true. I have my machine. Also,
Okay. Okay.
if you
have
use
a virtual
if you
machine, right?
use
So it's a virtual machine, right?
a virtual machine,
Yeah.
this is not a virtual machine. This is my
This is your
My
computer,
machine.
right? Yeah, yeah. I know.
yes, yes. So if you use Linux, it comes with Python. But if you use Windows,
Okay.
you need to install it. I recommend to install it from the official website. I show you. I can write with this. It's Python
Yeah. Yeah, it's a Python.org, right?
RG.
Yeah.
And then you come here to download, and this is the last version.
Yeah, so it's the latest version, so you
And
can
you
download.
Yes, you download it, and in Windows it's really easy actually. It's just nets. It's out.
Yeah. Yeah, it's easy.
Yeah. So, when you are going to make a file, you have to save it like this. I'm going to save this test. That test that py.
Just .py, right?
Oh, this.
.py.
Yes, the station is that. So you know that this is py. This is py. And I'm gonna. Well, the basic is how to declare a variable. So it's really easy because Python is made to so you can read it.
Yeah.
So my variable is 1, and you don't have to specify what kind of data is the variable. You can just write it like this.
Okay. So what does this
Sorry.
program do? So what's the title and what's the objective of this program or for this code?
Well, I didn't prepare this, but you can tell me what do you want to do. Maybe we can do something very basic.
Okay. Okay, you can
Like-
carry on. You can tell by yourself.
Yeah, I'm gonna make a function that take a number, and then it returns its I don't know how to say it. Like, it's gonna make this sum.
Okay.
Just
Simple.
just that, okay?
Okay.
Just to show you how you can write the functions, okay?
Okay. Yeah, simple function, right? So it's like a simple C++ basic, right?
Yes. So I'm gonna call this number 1. I told you don't write your variables like this. It's not good. You have to make it the most descriptible possible.
Yeah.
And number 2,
Two,
gonna make it so.
number 2 is equal to 2, right?
Yes. Then we are going to have a test to show you the strings.
Okay, so
Yeah.
it's a string, right?
And I'm gonna say this is a So, okay. So that's how you declare variables. It's very simple.
Okay.
And now, if you want to make a function, you have to use this word that is def. And then you write the name of your function. This time it's going to be numbers. Okay. So you put this word that is def, and then the name of the function. And then you add this. I don't know how to say it in English.
Yeah, it's good.
So
I can understand. So no worry about that.
yeah.
So
Okay.
it's
And
semicolon,
then
right? So it's a semicolon, right? So it's a colon. It's a colon, right?
sorry.
It's a colon, right?
A column.
Yeah.
I don't understand. Sorry.
Oh, okay, no worry about that. Okay.
Okay. Well, inside this, you are going to write what you want to, and what is going to be the input of your function.
Yeah.
So here it will be like number 1 and number 2. It don't have to be the same. I don't know why I wrote this. It don't have to be the same of these two,
Okay.
because you're here just saying I'm going to receive two arguments,
Okay.
but you don't have to say what it would be. But you can say what time of data it will be.
Okay.
So you can say this is going to be an int, and maybe this is going to be a
Integer,
float.
right? Integer float, right? Floating variable. So it's called a variable, right?
Yes.
Okay.
So I'm going to make this. And then for the output or your function, you use return.
Return, right?
You can directly put number 1 plus number 2. Or if you want to make it, you return that result.
Okay. Okay. So it will gonna sum those number, right? Yeah.
Yes. So as you can see, it's very easy to read Python.
Yeah, it's simple like basic C++, right? So it's almost similar, so like C++. So back in the days when we used to learn C++, almost 10 years ago.
Whoa. I don't know C++, but
So it's really
I believe.
okay.
So then if you want to call the function, you just put the name of the function with this and the arguments. So this time it will be number 1. But you can say number 1 will be number 1. This one. And number 2 will be this number 2. I guess these variable names are a little confusing.
Okay.
But we can say that. I'm going to change things so you can see easily the difference. Now, this is 1 and this is 2. So you can see that in this function, you declare that you are going to have as input this that is meant to be an int, and this that is meant to be a float.
Yeah.
Then with that, you make this and you return this. Then you call the function like this, just put the name, and as parameters you send this. Number 1 will be 1, that is this, and number 2 will be 2, that is this.
Okay.
But this is just returning. You are not showing nothing. So if we want to see, I'm going to add a print. This is going to show you that
output, right? So it will
in
output.
On Camila, I think it's going to show you what is it return. So I'm going to run it with this. And I have an error.
Okay.
That's why I was afraid.
Okay.
But
No worry about that.
Yeah.
Don't worry. So
okay. I'm going to.
So you
you can see here how Python gives error.
Yeah.
It's very scriptable. It's also said in the line where you have the error. So he says I have a type error.
Yeah. So it's
And I cannot sum int and tuple. So I didn't add a tuple, but we are going to find what is happening. Some numbers. I define it.
So I would suggest you to ask ChatGPT. So have you ever tried ChatGPT?
Yes.
So you can simply ask to a ChatGPT. So you don't need to worry about that.
But I have another artificial intelligence here in which I get I get an error. Oh, I can use that keyword. When I run, this is cool because you can mention the file you are running.
Okay, so that tool within the application of a VL Studio, right? So it's work in a
Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
It's an
That's
extension.
cool.
I'm going.
Integer.
Oh, I know what's the problem. It's just that I can use comma. I have to use that in flop. Oh, I can use that keyboard.
So
Yeah,
here you need to use dot, right? Not comma, right?
Yes.
So isn't
Yes. Comma makes tell me.
isn't it 2.5? So it will read 2.5.
Yeah. Well, if I use a comma, Python will think that is a tuple,
Okay.
but it's not. I have to use that.
Okay.
That was my error. Yo no me habría dado cuenta. So, Thanks to the artificial intelligence, I know what the problem, so I can run it again. And there's the result. Is this one.
Okay.
I'm gonna run it again so I can clean the terminal. This is the result.
Okay. Yeah.
Well, this is a print. You have to use print to see things on terminal. And also we have a test. I want to use it, so I'm gonna print it. It's test.
So
Save.
It will show the result that the sum is right. Yeah. Yeah. Okay.
There it is.
Yeah, here it is. So you got the result, right?
And you can make. Tell me.
You got the result, right? So artificial intelligence is far more better than us, right?
Yes.
So do you agree with that? Yeah.
Sometimes.
Yeah.
Sometimes it just when this it prevents that you don't waste time, because maybe I will be hours thinking why Python thinks that this is a tuple, and it will be just for the comma.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
It's so thanks.
That's a fact. Okay.
Yes, and this is the basics.
Okay, that's
Just
cool.
knowing this and a little more, you can do a lot of things.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna stop sharing now.
Yeah. Okay, sure. Okay, sure. Okay, so that's cool.
Yeah. I want to talk about communities
Okay, sure. So
because
what's the community? So you can tell me. So
yes,
actually,
a community were very helpful for me to to learn Python.
okay.
I wanted to tell you the benefits to be in a community. I think the more important is that you can know people that are very interesting.
Okay.
So you can learn people the good. Also you can know the roles of the industry.
Okay.
So maybe you know the basic of Python, but you don't know what is the next step now. So you can know these people that maybe they are data engineers or data analysis, and know this difference just to know what they are doing in their jobs.
Okay.
And I really like that. And also you can make networking, but know this.
Yeah. So communicating with the people, right? Right.
Yes.
Yeah.
And this is cool because you can make projects with them.
Yeah.
Maybe you want to learn and you know someone that have experience in something that you do not.
Yeah. Yeah.
And you can work with them in a project for learning. Or if you want an idea to make real, you can make them too.
Yeah. Yeah. That's the fact. That's the fact. So.
That's really good.
That's really cool. So.
Oh, and also you can make humanitarian projects. Like a time ago, I was with Python Barranquilla, and we were teaching children Python, programming Python.
Okay,
So-
that's cool. So
Yes.
the children of which class? Of which class?
Like, you're asking me if this was a big class?
Yeah. So it's the children of junior class or a senior class, right? So in school
Yes.
or a basic level?
it was a basic language, but there was like intensive, because we were 2 days with them teaching Python. And yeah, it is very, it's beautiful to help people,
Yeah.
especially if you know that this is going to make them to have a job, a good job.
Yeah.
Well, in my country, this is well paid, and this is going to reduce. They're going to live well if they have a good job. That's why I like that.
Yeah. Yeah, helping people is the best job, right? So it's the best worship, right? I guess, right?
Yeah.
So, so actually, so in my country, there is a school. So there is a special school here in my country. So they are also working for education, like online education. So I guess you never heard about that, but so I will introduce him about you later. So he's such a nice guy. So he also training our youth for since past 10 to 12 years. So now he established a school in my country. So they are teaching about the online learning or online education, like ChatGPT or it's related to graphic designing. So basically, his focus is about graphic designing or making videos or making social media, something like that. So if you wanna have an interview, so you can contact with them. So he is such a nice guy. So he has contact in various countries like America or all over the world. So I've been following him. So that's why I just started like a podcast. So I will also tag him. So if you wanna join him, so you can contact him. So actually, basically, they are conducting a interview with a young children, like 4th to 5th grade student, like 4th to 5th grade, like 9 to 10-year-old student.
Okay.
So they are teaching them online education, like ChatGPT and online learning method. Yeah. So
Yes.
so it's Rehan Allahwala. So have you ever heard about? So you can Google it. You can Google him.
How I write this.
Rehan.
I don't know.
So you can. So Rehan Allahwala. So let me tell you. Okay. So the video you have sent me. So the YouTube channel from another someone else, right?
Yes, is Python en Español community channel.
Okay, so you just invited by them, right? Just simply like just I have invited you, right? Simply just like that, right?
No, I am. We make that project inside the community.
Okay.
So we are like 4, sometimes 5 people working on the podcast.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. So you're gonna end the call. So see you next
Oh,
time.
yeah.
Okay, thanks.
See you. Bye.
Okay.
Thank you so much.
Thanks. Bye bye. Thanks. I'm really fan of him. Actually, I'm following his step. So actually, I'm following his steps to trying to make an interview with people all over the world and trying to make a contact. So you can see his live videos. There are thousands of videos.
I see his website.
But actually, there are mostly in national language. So it's not in English. Mostly, few videos are in English. You can find few videos. So that's all. So it's really nice to have a meeting with you. So hope we can do it again. So you can prepare it for another topic. So
Thank you for having me.
yeah, okay. So you guys are watching Sadital Network. So hope you guys like this video. See you next
Oh,
time.
yeah.
Okay, thanks.
See you. Bye.
Okay.
Thank you so much.
Thanks. Bye bye.